This is Vanessa. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer. Here are my credentials. This is an ISSA certification, International Sports Science Association. This is my ACE, American Council on Exercise certification. You're welcome to check both of those out online. I'm doing this video to show, now this is just a brand that I happened to buy. Get in the frame here. This is a brand that I happened to buy, and it came with an exercise guide. And so I thought, you know, there's some people that may not understand how to perform these exercises. And so I thought, I'll make the video so that people can have a better understanding of how to do it. How to do this video, or how to do those exercises. Now, I would show you the color chart on the varying resistances. I thought that might confuse you since I'm only going to be doing probably 3 different resistance myself. The pink one that I have is a medium resistance. The green one is a light resistance. I didn't want to hit the camera. There we go. 5 to 8 pounds. And then the yellow one is an extra light. 2 to 5 pounds. Now, the green one and the yellow one came with this kit. It came with the exercise guide. The pink one did not come with it. I got it separately. But according to this guide, ProSource, according to this guide, their medium resistance band or cord is red. Now, I may have that over here. I do. Okay. Let me show you what the medium one looks like. I did not realize that I had it, but I have it. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to. There we go. And so, yeah, I think I'll use the red one since it is with that kit instead of using the pink one. And then there's a blue, which is heavy. And then there is a black, which is extra heavy. I have both of those, but since I'm not going to be using either of those resistances, then I'm just going to use the 3 that I have out here today. I'm going to go through as many of these exercises as I can. There's about 30 minutes that I have, and it's just under that now since it's been a few minutes since I began the video. I'm starting with the medium resistance tubing. I label all of mine so that I can remember what the resistance is on there. That's just for my own benefit because I have a wall full. I have a wall full. There you go. With the different resistance tubings that I have. Okay, there we go. Alright, the first one is going to be a squat. The way that they have it in here, you would have your hands. Now I'm stepping in it when it's completely relaxed, okay? Put one foot in, and then the other foot in there, right beside the other one, and then I have resistance on there, and then I step out. Now the way that they have it is, you're going to have to use a light resistance tubing to do it the way that they have you to do it. But I'm going to be doing it the way that I know to do it. So I'm going to put a little bit of tension on it before I even step in it. So, there's tension in here. I can feel it. And I let a little bit of it go under the bottom of my foot so that there's more tension in there as well. So what you do is you stick the booty back, bend the knees, let the torso come forward. Now right now there's no resistance, so I'm going to place my hands through the loops or through the handles, bend my knees and walk my hands down. There we go. Now for those that need a side view, what I'm doing right there. Now I'll demonstrate how they do this in the booklet as well, but I'll need to get the lighter tubing for that. In and down. Notice how I stepped out of it. I made sure that everything was relaxed before I came out of it. And so, you would do it like this. Doing it like this, and then squatting down and doing that. Now for some people, this is going to feel really, really uncomfortable. You see where it's rubbing on the back of my arm? For a lot of people, that will be very, very uncomfortable after a while. That's why I showed you the other version with the hands down here at the side. Okay. Now the next one, they are lunges. Now, if you are familiar with my other resistance band tubing video, I put a lunge exercise in there, but if you're not as familiar with it, I'm showing it to you now. I loop my hands through the handles on purpose because I know that even based on this resistance, that I'm going to need a little bit of extra. If you don't need extra, do it like this, okay? Weight in the front heel and in the back toe on both. So your weight, your body weight is distributed evenly, like that, between the two. You're not doing this, you're not doing this. You're in between. I'm going to show you from about a 45-degree angle here, but I'm going to back it up a little bit. Bend both knees. Push into the front heel. Yes. The back toe is to make sure that you don't fall down. That is the primary purpose of that one. Good. Now, I'm going to release this. I'll put the other foot in there. Same thing on the other leg. Only this time you're getting a slightly different angle. Okay. Releasing before I step out of it. And the next exercise, there are two ways to do this. I'll show you the standing method first, and then I'll show you the method lying down. Standing method. This is to work the outer hip. So this area here. You ladies that want to work on that area are going to love this one. Well, you will love it until you hate it. So, there are two ways to do the standing one. There's this way, where you're just lifting one leg out to the side. The standing leg is going to burn, yes. You're going to feel the fatigue. But you're also going to feel it in this outer hip here. Now to make this more difficult, cross the handles and do it like that. Okay? Now if you're doing this in the way that the book demonstrates, I'm going to come down, lie myself down. And there's some people that like this a lot better. That's fine. No problem there. The tubing under the arch of your foot. And before I even lay down, I want to cross them. Now you can have it out here and then have bring the legs out to the side. When I want to show you that in just a moment. But I find that it's more effective if I just cross them at the beginning, bend the knees, lie down, but you're a little bit further away. Push your feet to the ceiling. Now you're going to reach Open your legs out. Open your legs out. Now, I'm finding it's a little more difficult, so I'm going to put a little more slack. There we go. Now, if you're finding that you want more resistance from this, loop your hands through the handles as I'm doing. Pin those elbows into the ground next to your waist. And there you go. Release it. Rock yourself up. I have my feet in the tubing purposely for that. Okay. The next one is for the tushy and the hamstring. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. I'll show you the floor version. There are two ways that you can do this. Both of them are floor-based. But I'll show you the way that they have you to do it first. And then I'll show you the way that I would have you to do it. Okay. Hands in the handles like this. Okay. Now, if you're trying to figure out how in the heck did she flip her stuff around, up over her head like that, don't worry. Take your hands, this hand, swing it around like you're going to put on a jacket. And there you go. Okay. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to have the arch of one foot in this tubing. Alright? Now, theoretically, your hands are going to be on top of the handles. So you don't want to have it like this. You want to have it like this. Okay? Now, those that are a bit claustrophobic, you're not going to want to do it like this. It's going to feel like you're caged in. All others can do it like this. Push this leg out and bring it in. Push it out and bring it in. Now, I know how that one feels. The way that I like to do it, which tends to give a little more control to the user, is like this. Take the handles, loop one handle through the other, like that. Now, you have a little lasso area. That lassoed area, you put that foot through, like that. Okay? Now this is going to hold your foot in there. Even if this device rolls up or rolls down, it's hooked around the foot, so it can only go up the foot. It can't fall off. Or let me rephrase that. It could fall off, but as long as there's tension, there's the probability of that is far less. Now, you have the resistance here. Put that one knee on the floor, the opposite knee, it's going to pinch the tubing. So, and the rest of the tubing, you can just stay there. Now, you can push it out like this. Now, if you find that that's too difficult, raise that back knee, give it a little more slack, and do it that way. Also a good way to do it. So, those are the two ways that I know to work that tushy and part of that hamstring with this one. Now with the seated hip flexion, there are also two ways that I know to do this. I'll show you the way that the booklet teaches, and I'll also show you the way that I know to do it. Because I've been doing knee conditioning exercises, or thigh conditioning exercises, I should say, then I'm aware of how it's supposed to feel. Okay, according to this, you loop this through up here, and then you place this on the floor, and then you step on it like that. Okay? And this works. It does work. But I find that with this, there's a tendency for it to roll off the front. I'm still going to show it to you, but I'll also show you my way. So, sitting up tall, lifting that knee. Lift it. It works quadricep, that area right there. Let me check and make sure that the seat is in frame. It is. All right, good. Okay, now the next exercise, still in the same exercise. But the way that I have found to do it, where it's not going to roll off the front of the knee, take the ends, the handles, loop one handle through the other, and create that loop. Now, with that lasso, you put it around that one foot. Now, the extra end, you step on it. It doesn't matter if the handle gets squished under your foot or not, and it's going to be better if you have a chair that has a back on it like this, so that you can push into the back of that chair. Now I'm going to put the heel in the front, because I'm going to be lifting and lowering. You want a slight bend in that knee at the bottom. So you don't want to do this. You don't want to let it lengthen all the way down there like that. You want to have a slight bend in it. Giving it a slight bend will work more of the quadricep muscle. If you do this, it reduces the range of motion in the muscle like that, and it forces me, when I'm doing that, to use my low back to lift it up. So bending the knee takes the pressure off that low back and allows more range of motion within that joint. I'm going to release out of that. I would have done the other knee, but it's bothering me a little bit. Okay. An alternating lying chest press. Now the way they have it shown in here is a really good demonstration, so I'll just stick with that demonstration. And then we have a tricep extension, and then a standing bicep curl. I'll show you a standing bicep curl and a lying down bicep curl. Both work just fine. Okay, alternating lying chest press. I'm going to scoot closer to the TV here. Now, the same as what we did with that butt blaster. Handles here. Swing your arms around like you're going to put on a jacket. Okay? And I have the handle and the tubing where it's underneath my arms. So it's not on top like this. Swing it around, it's underneath. I'm going to lie down. Try to have this tubing where it's in line with the bra strap. Okay? And with this one, if there's too much slack like this, then you take one hand, grab the tubing, and you put it in that same hand, the one that's working, and the same on the other side, okay? And that's how you increase the resistance. And so you push, bend the elbows, push. Push into the palms, push the palms to the ceiling. Bend those elbows. I can really feel it in that chest. I'm going to sit up. Tricep extensions. For those that can do this, that's fantastic. I'm one of them. For those that cannot, I'll show you an alternative. Okay? I'm going to stay on my knees for this one, because I know that I can do it that way. So, like you're putting a coat on, and you take one hand, and you hold it in the back there. Now, the arm that is up, try to pin that elbow as close to your head as you can. Push to the ceiling. Down. Push to the ceiling. Now, in the booklet here, it shows that there's a lot of slack in there. I don't want to put a lot of slack in there. A little bit, I don't mind. There's a little bit of wiggle down here. But I don't want to put this much slack in there, because I'll get a tiny amount of resistance at the top. And I don't know about you, but I don't have time for a tiny bit of resistance. Okay, that is the extension. For those that cannot do the tricep extension, here is the tricep kickback. It works the same area. Put the tubing under one foot, it doesn't matter which one. Have the other arm relaxed to the side or on the thigh. Front elbow comes in to the side of the waist. And you're going to kick it back. Now, I'm finding I need a little more slack, so the non-working arm is sliding down. There we go. And so the working elbow stays as close to the waist as it can possibly come in. There you go. Now, standing bicep curl. With the standing one, you can put one foot in or both feet in. With both feet in, it's more difficult. With one foot in, it's a little easier. Pin the elbows into the waist, curl up. I know, I'm still on the medium tubing. And I'm running out of time on this one. So in the next video, I'm going to be showing you the remainder of these exercises. I want to show this to you on the floor, okay? This is a lying bicep curl, or a bicep curl, sorry about that, or a bicep curl lying on the floor. I find that this one allows for me to have better form when I'm doing this. If you prefer the standing bicep curl, stay with it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I like to change things up every now and then just to keep my muscles shocked, to ensure that I'm continually changing my body one way or the other. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button at the bottom. You may subscribe if you want. Hope you guys have a great day. The next installment is coming up. Thanks. Bye.